Hey y'all, I'm Rhonda. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing y'all just an old recipe that somebody has requested that I do. So Miss Judy, this one's for you. This is just some scalloped potatoes. Now, the scalloped potatoes are different from the au gratin. The au gratin means they have cheese. The scalloped potatoes does not. You may see recipes, cheesy scalloped potatoes or cheesy scalloped potatoes with ham. But the traditional scalloped potatoes was just a cream sauce. And that is what I'm going to show with just a few ingredients. Y'all know how I like that. So this is the scalloped potato recipe that probably you had growing up when your mama didn't have means to all these fancy ingredients. So I have washed or peeled and washed my potatoes up real good, and now I'm just going to slice them all. And I've got me a half an onion slice. Now, an onion is completely optional, but I do like the flavor of the onions, but you can leave it out and just add your little onion powder if you want to, honey. It's your recipe. You do what you want. So I'm just going to cut these. Now, I will tell you if you cut this on a mandolin or whatever, it seems to work out better because all the potatoes are the same size. But if not, honey, you get that knife and just cut them how you want them. But we're going to let this little, my little slicer dicer here do its thing. Because this is no fuss, honey. It don't take but a minute. Look at that. Look at those. You do want your potatoes about 1/8 of an inch, I'd say. Something like that. Got one stuck down in here. Come on out. Alright, I am going to get these just all cut up, and I'll let you know what the next step is. Alright y'all, I told you I had chopped some onion. I'm going to put onion in mine because I just love onion. And I just have thinly sliced these onions. And I just did it with a knife. So, and Jen just gave it a little cut. I cut it in slices. I'm losing it. Cut it in slices and then in half again. Now you can cut it smaller, honey. Do whatever you want to do. So we're going to just cook this in about a tablespoon of butter or so. And I'm just going to cook these onions long enough to just get them real soft, just a little saute on them. And before I start making this sauce. And so we're going to get these onions in here and get them cooking. Now this whole dish you want to cook, you don't want to cook it on high. Because if that butter and that milk, if you turn the heat up too high, it's just going to break down. I've got my oven set at 375. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook them a little while on the stove. Then transfer them into a casserole dish, throw them in the oven. And that's going to cut down a lot on the baking time. So because if you just put this in the oven, let's go ahead and put these onions in here. If you just put it in the oven and let it go, it's going to take a lot longer in the oven. Now I'm going to salt and pepper this onion. I'm not going crazy with seasons with this. Like I said, this is just one of those old time dishes. You can season it however you want to do it, but I want to taste that butter, the potatoes, and all the goodness. So I'm going to saute these a little bit, and then I'll show you what I'm doing next. Alrighty, y'all. I got these just cooked down just a little bit, and I've got 3 tablespoons of butter I'm going to put in here and let it melt. And I'm also going to use 3 tablespoons of just some all-purpose flour. I'm going to let this melt a little bit though before I put my flour in there. Because this is going to make that delicious creamy sauce, that white sauce. Go ahead and sprinkle a little bit in here and just kind of work it in here as that butter melts. Yummy, yummy. I've also, I was just telling Russell, I also have used some chicken stock with the milk as well. And obviously you can use half and half or cream instead of this milk and make it super creamy. But I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I'm doing it like, you know, our mamas and grandmas used to do it. So 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour, equal parts. Now I'm going to start putting some of this milk in it. And some people warm the milk up. You can also warm that milk up. We're going to go in here a little milk at the time. So 1 cup of milk at the time, and I'm going to add 3 cups of milk. My little frying pan is just walking all over. I don't know why it does that. Go ahead and put all of it in there while I'm going. And get it worked in there. Just hold this pan like so. And I haven't seasoned it yet, so I'm gonna put me some seasoning in it. And just real simple, that's what we're going with. Do some pepper and some salt. And you can put garlic powder, onion powder. Like I said, if you don't want them sliced onions in there, honey, put you some onion powder. It'll be just fine. And I'm just going to be mindful not to, turn that up too high and just cook it. So we just want this to simmer just a little bit. And thicken up just a bit. And then I'm going to pour them right over them potatoes and put them in that, transfer them in that pot there, and start this cooking process. Alright, I got my taters in here, y'all. Now the potatoes it's about 6 cups of potatoes in here. And see how they start to turn color. I've already washed them and all that goodness. You gotta work fast with some potatoes, honey. They ain't messing around. You're just gonna pour this over here, over them potatoes. Start mixing it, flipping it around. But I'm going to get all this goodness out of here first. We ain't about to leave all that in here. And if it's too thick, you can add you a little more milk in there. But we want this to cook up to just some good, creamy goodness. Get it turning and going. It's already looking like scalloped taters here, ain't it? I love me a potato. You know I love me a potato any kind of way I can get it. It's like bread to me, honey. Oh, Carby Barbie.
It's smelling good.
It is. Alright, we're just going to get it all mixed up. And I'm just going to let this cook now for maybe about between 7 to 8 minutes, something like that. Just want to get it just to start cooking and start to get tender. Alright, y'all, look at there. Look how nice and thick they are. I did add just a little bit more milk in it, so if it's looking too thick or it's going to stick, so I put probably about 3/4 cup more milk in it. I am going to add a little garlic powder in mine, y'all, just because I like that seasoning. You don't have to, though. Miss Karen's good old garlic powder, honey. Some good stuff. Like I said, you can also add you a little chicken bouillon or chicken stock to it too. But this milk and butter and flour, honey, this sauce is looking good. I've got me a buttered casserole dish here, and I'm about to pour these little taters in there. And we're going to start cooking them. Guess I'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get that process going. Turn my eye off. Now, if I was doing this from scratch, just laying the potatoes in there, I would have laid them in there like shingles, all pretty and neat. But because we've cooked it down a little bit, this is what we're getting. But that sauce, y'all, is just thick and decadent, honey.
Smells
decadent. Yes, it is. All right. Like I said, in the oven, it's about to go. I've just salt, peppered, and a little garlic powder. I think I'm going to give another little whisper of black pepper on top. We've used the black cracked pepper. There we go. Now, if they start sticking or anything, you can always add just a little more milk to them or whatever. Just a little bit and kind of stir it around. But in the oven, we go for about 45 minutes. Yummo. All right, y'all, there it is, right out the oven. It cooked 45 minutes, and she's looking good.
Looks
Look,
yummy.
got some little juice in there still. And the top just gets a little crispy, but that bottom is real soft and yummy.
Man, what?
Yoo-hoo, yes. All right, Russ has smoked this some meat, and we're going to have that. So you ready to taste it?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, y'all, these scalloped potatoes are ready. Russell's fixed us a nice smoked, picanha? Picanha.
Yep.
It tastes like brisket to me.
It is. That's a poor man's brisket.
It's delicious.
If you like to smoke meat, this is a cheaper. It's not cheap, but it's a cheaper cut. It's a sirloin that you can smoke like a brisket. It don't take quite as long.
Yeah.
It still takes a good long time to smoke it like a brisket, but not quite as long. Not all night.
But it pairs perfect with their scalloped potatoes. So
Yeah.
some beef and taters. You can't get no better than that, right?
No. And I'm going to get in them.
Go ahead, get on
So we're ready.
in it. We're ready for it. Ready
it's got some
for
nice
it.
color in y'all. Look at that.
Yeah.
Man,
Got a
what?
little creamy base.
The sauce.
It's good. It's just simple, but it's good. It really
It's
is.
fantastic.
Yep. And
Absolutely fantastic.
you can throw cheese in this, y'all. For you cheese lovers, I am a cheese lover, but I refrained.
That's good.
But scalloped potatoes originally did not have cheese in it, so I just made the old-fashioned.
I had no idea about that. I thought scalloped potatoes had cheese.
Au gratin potatoes has cheese.
Never knew y'all.
Well, now
I
you
thought
do.
they were the same thing. So.
No, it's different. It's different. But anyway, just a little simple white sauce. Some people call this. Do you know what some people call this sauce?
No. What they call it? Gravy?
No.
What?
What was it? You looked it up earlier. How to say it?
Oh, I'm not saying that.
I was trying to.
No, I'm not.
Rope him into it.
No.
It's a bechamel.
Yeah. See, she's got
Bechamel.
it. She's got it, y'all. I'm just gonna keep on eating these taters.
Anyway, we never called it that. We just made the little gravy and went on about our business.
Yeah, we ain't French.
No, we're not. And I knew I was going to booger it up, so I was kind of hoping he would step into it, but he was like, no.
I'm not doing that. She ain't tricking me into none of that noise.
I tried.
No, I'm staying in my area.
In your little southern lane.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'm very aware of the comments, y'all. I edit videos. I know what's said. I might not reply to all of them, but I know what's said in comments, and so I try to avoid that.
They say, look at Russell boogering that up.
Yeah.
Lord, he boogered that
That's
word
exactly right. Where did that boy learn to talk English? Yeah.
Anyway, so it's just a simple flour, butter, and milk.
We love when people ask for recipes and
We
stuff.
do.
She loves stuff like that, y'all. She does.
do.
She absolutely.
And Miss
It was
Judy.
a joy. We was gonna cook something else with potatoes, and she absolutely changed it up and wanted to try and help somebody out. So this was a fantastic idea.
So-
Thank you very much, Miss Judy.
Miss Judy, this one's for you.
Yes.
And I hope that she said that she's never been able to get it right, but it really was very simple.
Yeah.
And the cooking it on the stove really took some time that you didn't have to bake it. So,
Shortened it up a lot.
It shortened it up. It sure did. But anyway, just simple scalloped potatoes. And I've done it all kind of ways with cream and everything. But you mentioned in your comments you didn't have cream. So I made sure to do it in the old-fashioned way.
With the milk. And it was delicious.
Milk and flour and butter, honey.
Very good.
And so anyway, y'all, I hope you try this. I hope y'all will like it. And for the ones that maybe you have made this and hadn't done it in a while,
Give it a try.
Here it is.
I have to say,
Bring
Miss
it
Karen,
back.
Miss Karen, you outdid yourself with that candy. I'm telling you, that was.
Oh my
goodness,
gosh.
it was
Woo.
delicious. She's had a hard time keeping me out of it. I've been
I
trying
have.
to let her enjoy it,
I've
but
been rationing it. I seen it. Didn't you have one already today? No, I didn't do that.
No, she didn't. She's been she's been very good about sharing.
I have shared.
And they were delicious. And thank you so much. We appreciate it
everything,
from the bottom of our heart.
Everything in that box is
we love you to death. We both love you to death.
We do. But anyway, y'all, hope you try this and give it a little whirl. Get your pots out, honey. Cook for your family. And until next time,